I don't think it's working. Oh, there it is. Hey guys, what's up? So the other day I was at Academy, and just as always, I can't help but buy something every now and then. And I was staring at the rifle section with my brother-in-law, and I came across this little Rossi that I hadn't seen at the Academy over by my house. This was a brand new Academy store. I had never seen their lineup, and they happen to have this guy sitting on this shelf. It is a Rossi RB22, something along those lines. But I figured we could go ahead and unbox it and just talk about the first impressions that I think stand out to me about this rifle. So here we go. So grabbing a hold of the box, flipping her open. Got a couple different flaps here, and rifle's tucked away just inside. All right. Now, this is a little bolt action 22 rimfire, shoots 22 LRs, and I thought it was just a cool little synthetic stock with you know, the fact that it had the bolt action. I just, if anybody knows anything about me, I really do enjoy bolt actions. I think they're fun guns to operate, and there were some key points that impressed me about this rifle. So let's go ahead and pop the bolt in and grab that here. So we have our little magazine here. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 10-round magazine. Feels very familiar. And here we have our little carrier bolt with the firing pin assembly. It's kind of tossed in here. Don't want to drop that and scuff it, but looks like it's decently oiled up. Go ahead and toss her on in here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it should just push on through. Feel a little catch there, maybe pull the trigger. There it is. Alright. And let's toss that magazine in just so it's not looking so naked. I would imagine, see it just snaps straight in there. Nothing to it really. See if I can get the camera to focus here. Well, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it any justice, but these fiber optic sights stood out to me quite a bit. I don't see, a lot of the times I see your standard iron sights, and I thought these fiber optic sights, adjustable, you got your windage and elevation, I thought they were pretty snazzy. Even at the end of the barrel, you got that little rounded, I think it's almost, it helps aid with your aiming and help lining up the sights, but you even have a little fiber optic hiding just under there. Another thing that I really liked is that on the bottom of the rifle stock you have these little steel sling studs, so you can mount your strap for your carrying. And really those were the two big sell points. And of course the action, bolt action. Huge fan of bolt action operated rifles, and this little Rossi RB22, I think this would be a great little gun for anyone to play around with, whether it be for some plinking or, and I mean these sights, I feel like there's just it's kind of a double whammy with these fiber optics. I feel like you're able to get a nice lineup on your target, and I can remember, I think I remember reading that generally at 50 yards you're going to get a good 4-inch grouping with these fiber optic sights that they have mounted on the barrel here. So Go ahead and take a closer look here on the table. Now, taking a closer look at this Rossi RB22, you can see it has a somewhat aggressive looking stock. Got a lot of character with these ridges coming up, almost like it's got a little cheek rest there, and you have some etching, you know, stamped into here that's molded into the plastic. So I think it offers a nice look. It is, unfortunately, there's no rubber pad. It's just hard plastic, which is kind of a bummer. But really, I think for the value, this gun offers some excellent value at $120. So retail, we're talking $119.99 plus taxes. And here's that front side I was talking about. It does look like you might be able to. It's got a little dovetail rail up on top here that's etched into it. You'll probably be able to toss a little air rifle scope, or maybe if you get the right scope mounts, you could toss just about any scope on here. But with that bolt action, and gives you a little firing pin indicator, kicks out here on the back end. This reminds me very much so of my Savage 93 R17, that nice wooden stock bolt action rifle that's chambered in 17 HMR that I've done a review on YouTube. So I think for the money, lay it back down here. I think it's a great little pea shooter. I think with bolt actions, it allows the shooter to savor each shot and doesn't necessarily go all trigger happy with popping off rounds just because you have to work the action, and it is a little time intensive. So you really have to make your shots count with the bolt action, and that's something that I like, is that it adds a little bit of pressure in those timely situations when you're out hunting. If you have a semi-automatic, which if I'm not mistaken, Rossi makes Rossi makes a semi-automatic version of this exact same rifle, and you know, it's a 10-round magazine. You drop it in there and you can shoot all 10 shots like that, you know, they're done. And you know, I think it's important to you know, if you're educating somebody on proper you know, firearm safety and going over you know, proper shot placement, you know, I think it's safe to say that a bolt action is a safer option. You can remove the magazine by just simply squeezing in on this little trigger and pulling out. It's a little stiff going in and out, but I'm sure that'll improve with time after some usage. Now, in order to remove your carrier bolt, you're simply going to lift up on the carrier bolt there, double check to make sure you are free and clear, and it's just like a Savage. Make sure your safety is off, your chamber is free and clear. You can pull the trigger all the way back and come straight back with that carrier bolt and firing pin assembly. It should come right out. That way you can clean it or get it all lubed up nice and wet, or if you're a gunsmith, you can go ahead and polish it up and make it to where I'm sure it'll come in and out of here buttery smooth. So there you go. We got Cousin Grant testing out the RB22 by Rossi. Went ahead and fitted a little 32 optic. Forget what that scope is. What's it? It's an air gun scope. It's from an air gun. It's a center point 4x32 air gun scope. Got it sighted into where we're hitting quarters. Hitting pretty small groupings, about inch at 50 yards. But went ahead and also tossed the old rifle sling from our Remington 700, and it slapped right on there. It's got those metal sling studs, which is nice. But this is first two shots Grant's shot out of it. I just got it sighted in. So what do you think about that action, Grant?
It's very nice. Very smooth.
Pretty smooth. A teeny little gun. Well, folks, there you have it. The Rossi RB22 bolt action. This is, I think, a great little option overall, and Hope you guys enjoyed looking at the unboxing process with me, and these are just of course my first impressions of it. I have not shot this rifle yet, but from what I've read online, these things are pretty consistent and they're very reliable, so I don't see any issues with that. Also, I probably should mention, of course, you do also inside your box, when you purchase a new Rossi RB22, they do include a gun lock, which is always nice to have. It doesn't hurt to have a gun lock, and I do encourage folks to lock up their rifles, especially when they're not using them, just to keep them safe, keep others safe, and potentially any children or kids that might come across your guns and start wanting to play with them. It's definitely important to keep them locked at all times, but nevertheless, you do get your owner's manual in here with the firearm, and of course there are a series of other warning labels, so warn you to read the manual before using. But I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys have enjoyed taking a closer look at this Rossi RB22 bolt action. I know I'm excited to test it out, especially these fiber optic sights, because those are pretty cool. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.